Did you know your heart might be at its weakest? Not during exercise, not at night, but in the first 30 minutes after waking up. And the scariest part, many seniors are unknowingly making small morning mistakes that quietly increase their risk of stroke every single day. But here's the good news. Just 5 simple changes to your morning routine can protect your heart, lower your blood pressure, and help you start every day feeling strong and in control. Have you ever felt unusually weak or sluggish right after waking up? For many seniors, morning hours can actually be the most dangerous time for the heart. Surprising, isn't it? According to one of Japan's oldest and most respected doctors, the first few minutes after waking up can silently determine whether your heart starts the day strong or vulnerable. And yet countless older adults unknowingly make small mistakes during this time that quietly increase their risk of stroke every single day. In this video, we'll explore 5 common morning habits that may be silently damaging your heart without you even realizing it. These aren't extreme behaviors. In fact, they're likely part of your daily routine, things you've done for years. But letting go of them might be the key to a safer, healthier start to your day and a significantly lower stroke risk. If you're over 60 or caring for an aging parent, this information could be life-changing. Let's start with a hidden danger: morning dehydration. After a good night's sleep, your body has gone hours without any water. Meanwhile, you continue losing fluids through your breath, sweat, and bathroom visits. This lack of hydration causes your blood to thicken and slow down, creating the perfect environment for blood clots to form. For older adults, this is a serious threat. Thickened blood means slower circulation, which can deprive the brain of oxygen and essential nutrients, a key trigger for strokes. What's even more concerning is that as we age, our sense of thirst becomes less accurate. So you might wake up not feeling thirsty at all, even though your body is already dehydrated from the inside out. And the impact isn't just physical. Dehydration in the morning can leave you feeling mentally foggy, fatigued, and irritable. All of this adds more pressure on a heart that's just beginning to ramp up for the day. Take John, a 72-year-old from Ohio. He used to think a cup of coffee was enough to start his day, until he ended up in the hospital after a mild stroke. Doctors linked it to chronic morning dehydration. He had no idea that risk had been building up quietly every day. John had a routine: wake up, skip water, go straight for coffee. He thought that was perfectly normal. But one morning he suddenly felt lightheaded and weak and had to be rushed to the hospital. Fortunately, it turned out to be a warning sign, not a life-altering event. That experience completely changed his lifestyle. Drinking water became his top priority every morning, and the results were remarkable. Not only did he avoid further heart issues, but his mental clarity and energy levels also improved dramatically. You might think drinking a glass of water in the morning is no big deal, but don't underestimate the power of this simple act. Rehydrating your body right after waking helps naturally thin the blood, supports better circulation, and gives your organs the fluids they need to function properly after a night of rest. If you don't enjoy plain water, try adding a slice of lemon or cucumber for extra flavor. It's an easy yet effective fix. Remember, drinking water first thing in the morning isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about protecting your heart when your body is at its most vulnerable. Before you reach for your morning coffee or breakfast, make a full glass of water your first move. Drink it slowly and make it a non-negotiable part of your morning routine, just like brushing your teeth or washing your face. By doing this consistently, you're giving your body a better start to the day. Your blood flows more freely, your heart doesn't have to work as hard, and your risk of a morning stroke drops significantly. Just one small change can transform your mornings from risky to refreshing and heart-friendly. Now let's move on to the second mistake: ignoring the natural spike in blood pressure that happens right after waking up. Many people don't realize that blood pressure tends to rise naturally in the morning. It's a normal biological response as your body transitions from a resting state to wakefulness. Hormones like cortisol and adrenaline are released, which increase your heart rate and cause your blood vessels to tighten. For younger people, this rise in blood pressure is usually nothing to worry about. But for older adults, especially those dealing with hypertension or heart conditions, it can become a hidden danger. The sudden pressure on the heart and blood vessels can damage the inner lining of the arteries, increasing the likelihood of clot formation. Over time, this silent strain can lead to a full-blown stroke. When seniors are not aware of this natural morning surge, they may be unknowingly living with a ticking time bomb inside them. Every morning becomes another test for a heart that's already under pressure. You might feel fine throughout the day, but that doesn't mean everything is fine on the inside. These silent spikes in blood pressure that occur in the early morning hours could be causing tiny gradual injuries to your arteries. Left unchecked, they can build up over time and lead to serious consequences. That's why it's so important to recognize this risk early before it turns into something far more dangerous. One of the most effective ways to take control of this situation is to check your blood pressure first thing in the morning. This simple habit gives both you and your doctor valuable insights into abnormal fluctuations and allows you to intervene before any complications arise. Besides medication, managing your emotional state right after waking is just as critical. Instead of immediately grabbing your phone, scrolling through the news, or downing a strong cup of coffee, try taking a few quiet moments to ground yourself. Gentle meditation, deep breathing, slow stretching, or simply enjoying a warm cup of tea in silence can help calm your nervous system, lower your heart rate, and ease your blood pressure. Avoiding strong emotional triggers and physical stimulants in the early morning, like alarming news-heated conversations or concentrated caffeine, is one of the smartest ways to protect your heart during its most vulnerable time. Calm, intentional morning routines help prevent dangerous blood pressure spikes and reduce your risk of hidden cardiovascular complications. If you've never spoken to your doctor about your morning blood pressure, now is the perfect time to start that conversation. You may need to adjust your medications, adopt new lifestyle habits, or simply learn techniques to reduce stress more effectively. Don't underestimate the importance of those first few hours after waking. They may very well determine the long-term health of your heart. If you're still watching this video and have found these tips helpful, leave a comment with the number 2 below to let us know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is a great time to do so. Each new subscriber gives us the energy to keep creating valuable, life-changing content for the community. Now let's move on to the third harmful habit, skipping your morning glass of water. Many older adults underestimate just how crucial this is. The truth is your body loses a significant amount of fluids overnight through breathing, sweating, and quiet metabolic processes that continue while you sleep. If you don't replenish those fluids first thing in the morning, your blood becomes thicker and flows more slowly, creating an ideal condition for blood clots to form. And as you already know, clots are one of the leading causes of stroke in seniors. Lack of hydration doesn't just make your blood thick, it also causes blood vessels to constrict, forcing your heart to work harder just to circulate blood. This added strain raises blood pressure and puts unnecessary stress on your cardiovascular system. And it's not just a physical issue. Mentally, many older adults feel groggy, fatigued, or irritable in the mornings, often without realizing that the root cause could be something as simple as forgetting to drink water. Take the case of Mr. Thomas, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. He often felt sluggish in the mornings and simply assumed it was part of getting older. But after a mild stroke, his doctor explained that insufficient hydration had likely caused his blood to thicken and slowed circulation, contributing to the incident. Ever since Thomas made it a habit to drink a full glass of water right after waking up, he's noticed a remarkable improvement in both mental clarity and blood pressure stability. Physiologically hydrating early in the morning helps your blood flow more easily, reduces the strain on your heart, and keeps your blood pressure in a healthier range. On the flip side, when you're dehydrated, your kidneys, vital organs that help regulate blood volume and pressure, don't function as effectively. When they don't get the water they need, the body's balance gets thrown off, raising the risk of high blood pressure and stroke. To protect yourself, make drinking water a morning ritual even before you reach for your coffee or breakfast. A full glass of plain water may be simple, but it gently wakes up your body, improves circulation, and gets you ready for the day ahead. In addition to water, incorporating natural sources of electrolytes like potassium and magnesium through food can further support heart health and prevent your blood vessels from constricting unnecessarily. It's surprising how often this small but vital habit is overlooked, even though the solution is incredibly easy. Plain water is one of the most affordable, natural, and effective medicines for both your heart and brain, especially in the morning. Treat drinking water like a non-negotiable part of your daily health routine, just like brushing your teeth or taking medication. If you stick with it, your body will reward you with more energy, stable blood pressure, and a significantly reduced stroke risk. You might think drinking water first thing in the morning is just a small detail, But in reality, it's one of the most powerful ways to support long-term heart health. By syncing your hydration habits with your body's natural rhythm, you're actively lowering your stroke risk and building a stronger foundation for healthy aging. Now let's move on to the fourth common mistake: consuming too much caffeine immediately after waking up. For many older adults, coffee or hot tea feels like a sacred morning ritual, a comforting habit that brings alertness and familiarity. But what most people don't realize is that having caffeine too early may actually increase stroke risk, especially for those with a history of high blood pressure or heart issues. Caffeine is a strong stimulant. It raises heart rate, constricts blood vessels, and temporarily elevates blood pressure. The problem is your body already experiences a natural blood pressure surge when transitioning from sleep to wakefulness. Drinking caffeine during that window can push your blood pressure even higher, placing unnecessary strain on your heart and blood vessels. This habit is often deeply ingrained. Many people feel like something's missing if they don't have their coffee the moment they open their eyes. It brings comfort and a sense of routine, but for seniors with sensitive cardiovascular systems, this seemingly harmless ritual can actually increase vulnerability. Take Barbara, for example, a 78-year-old grandmother from Michigan. She used to start her mornings with 2 strong cups of coffee. Over time, she began experiencing frequent headaches and dizziness symptoms she initially chalked up to normal aging. It wasn't until her doctor explained that her early morning caffeine habit could be worsening her blood pressure spikes that she made a change. By cutting back and delaying her first cup of coffee by about an hour, her symptoms nearly disappeared and her blood pressure readings became much more stable. From a biological standpoint, caffeine causes blood vessels to tighten and stimulates the adrenal glands to release adrenaline, a hormone that makes the heart beat faster and harder. For people with arterial plaque buildup or atherosclerosis, this can put even more pressure on already fragile arteries, silently increasing the risk of a cardiovascular event. When the morning surge in blood pressure is combined with the effects of caffeine, it's like a tidal wave crashing down on your cardiovascular system. This pressure can rupture fragile blood vessels or create the perfect conditions for a clot to form, both of which are leading causes of stroke in older adults. If you truly want to protect your heart, one of the first things you should consider is changing the timing of your coffee. Instead of drinking it immediately after waking up, start your day with a glass of water to gently awaken your body. Then wait about 30 minutes before enjoying your first cup of coffee. This gives your body time to stabilize blood pressure and regulate circulation before introducing any stimulants. If you find that you're sensitive to caffeine, experiencing symptoms like jitters, dizziness, or headaches, you might want to consider switching to decaf coffee or mild herbal teas. These gentler options still give you that cozy, comforting feeling in the morning without placing your heart under unnecessary stress. Of course, breaking a decades-long habit isn't easy, but if your goal is long-term heart health, this small shift is absolutely worth it. In truth, most people can enjoy caffeine safely as long as they consume it at the right time. When seniors reduce or delay their caffeine intake right after waking, they actively prevent dangerous blood pressure spikes and lower their risk of silent strokes. If this advice resonates with you, leave a comment with the number 4 below to let us know you're still watching. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a valuable video. Your support gives us the motivation to continue producing meaningful, inspiring, and practical health content for the community. Now let's move on to the final mistake, a seemingly small habit that can actually have a big impact: skipping water after waking up. Many seniors believe it's not a big deal to go without water first thing in the morning, but in reality, this is one of the hidden contributors to stroke that often goes unnoticed. While we sleep, our bodies naturally lose water through breathing, sweating, and internal metabolic processes. If you don't replenish that fluid promptly, your blood becomes thicker and less efficient at circulating. This forces the heart to work harder to push blood through your system, and it increases the chance that clots can form. And it's not just a physical issue. Psychologically, many older adults don't feel thirsty in the morning, or are simply so used to their routines, drinking tea, reading the paper, taking medications, that hydration takes a back seat. But this lack of awareness can have serious consequences. The human brain, especially in older age, relies heavily on proper blood flow and hydration to function at its best. Your morning habits matter more than you think. Just a few small changes like drinking water before coffee, Delaying caffeine or taking time to warm up can protect your heart, stabilize your blood pressure, and reduce your stroke risk significantly. If you learned something valuable today, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one tip you plan to start using in your morning routine. Your story might inspire someone else, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Just hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos filled with health tips and inspiration for seniors. Thank you for watching and being part of this caring community. Watch this next video to continue learning how to live stronger, longer, and more peacefully every day. Stay healthy, stay hopeful, and we'll see you in the next video.